My colleagues, parliamentary and the new candidates, executive members of our distinguished party, Sir Julian Hunt, and not to be forgotten, our chairman emeritus, Thomas Walcott, Thomas W. Walcott. Our candidate for Castries North constituents, the family of Labour. Tonight we welcome one new member, one new candidate to the family of the St. Lucia Labour Party. On your behalf, in your name, in your honor, I welcome John Charlery as a candidate for the St. Lucia Labour Party for the constituency of Castries North. Many have spoken eloquently about John. But I have to tell you that in the dark days of the last few years, when there was no one to carry the flag of Labour to the homes in this community, in this constituency, that responsibility and that role fell to John Charlery. John Charlery has been knocking on the doors of Labour for the last 10 years. And tonight, we are pleased to reward him with the opportunity to represent our great party in this constituency. As you heard, he's a man of action, a sportsman. He's a man of passion. He feels deeply for the Labour Party. He feels deeply for you, the members of this constituency. In this family, we know and we understand what compassion is, what it means to care for your neighbor, for your friend. We know because we are the one who created NICE to give you relief. We're the ones, and you must never ever forget this, who made it possible for you to get free drugs for diabetes and hypertension. We are the ones who have provided your elderly with care. We are the ones who have given them hope. We are the ones who have said to them that this is a country that cares. And this is what John Charlery will be inheriting. This is what he has practiced all his life, representing the cause of Labour. And John Charlery is admitted into a political party as a candidate because he understands an abiding principle of the Labour Party, something we call equality. And for us, what it means, that every man, woman and child in this country deserves a fair chance. No one must ever feel that they're better off than the other. That in this country, it's fairness that must prevail. And you will ask me, does the Labour Party do what it preaches? Yes, I say. Yes, I say. How else can we give the thousands of children in this country a free laptop? And I promise you and told you that the next Labour government will not only start the program from Form 3, but we're going to start from Form 1s to make sure that we introduce all our children to technology. And we made sure, and we said to you, that when our little ones go to school, they must go looking prim and proper. They must have nice dress. They must have nice shoes. They must have nice ribbon. And that is why we give them, every parent who has a child going to a secondary school, we give them $500 to start their term. That's what I mean. These are examples of this principle of equality. And we need it in our country so that our country is not torn by war, by strife, and by discord. But you know, John Charlery is here to live the precepts of the Labour Party. to live the creed of the Labour Party. We are the party that speaks of bread, making sure we can put bread on the table for you and your families. Justice, making sure that you're treated no differently from others in the society, that you are not defined by the wealth or your social class, but you are defined as an ordinary citizen. And you, freedom. Freedom from want, freedom from hunger, freedom from political discrimination. These are the freedoms we know. But there is something in this Labour Party that John has learned to practice. It is the philosophy of love. We love each other as a party. We are family. And when you are admitted as a candidate, you are expected to live by the precepts of the Labour Party. And loving each other is a fundamental precept. That is why, Mommy, I see you shaking your head as I speak. That is why, Mommy, when you grow older, you will feel secure with the Labour government. Because, Mommy, there'll be someone to touch you, to take care of you, to make sure you get the food that you deserve. And that is what we mean when we speak of love. And this is what John Charlery has been admitted into. But John knows the Labour Party. He knows that this is a party that believes in loyalty. We do not mind anybody who leaves our ranks if they cannot live by our standards, by what we preach and what we practice. But within our ranks, we expect you to understand what loyalty means. It's not just loyalty to me, as your political leader. It is loyalty to the people of this country, loyalty to this country, and loyalty to this great political party that we have shaped over the years. And you know, John, this is a party that does not stand for corruption. We believe in good governance, in ensuring that we manage a country that our people can be proud of, that those who are listening to us tonight, the hundreds, thousands of St. Lucians, whether here or in the United States or in Canada, they need to feel safe and secure that this is a party, a government that will not tolerate corruption in its ranks. But we want you to be patient, John. We want you to be kind. And I'm so happy when I heard you tonight, when you said that you heard me at the last launching, and I said you must never deceive the people whom you represent. You said, John, that you understood that you must not promise what you cannot deliver. I like that, John, because it means that you're listening to the messages of the Labour Party. But you know, John, there are examples around you. You must repudiate, John. You know, I don't know if the people of this country understands the character they're dealing with. The gentleman by the name of Alan Shastney. And John, whatever Alan Shastney preaches in this country, then you must know that you must do the very opposite of what he preaches. What manner of political leader is this? Tonight, you had the testimony yourself. There was Mary Polius, a former member of the United Workers' Party, campaigned for years in the valleys for Guy Joseph. Today, Mary Polius could touch the conscience of the people of St. Lucia and warn them and said to them that here was Alan Shastney at an executive meeting of the St. Lucia Labour Party, Mary Polius. What is happening tonight? Maybe Guy Joseph's voodoo is working on me. I don't know. But we are talking about the United Workers' Party. Don't worry, I am saved. That voodoo cannot touch me. You know I'm a child of God. I have ring fences around me. Amen. Amen. I am your protected child. But I want to go back to what I'm saying to you. Here is a political leader in the ranks of his own party, the United Workers' Party. You have not even been elected. You don't have a seat. You watch another St. Lucian and you tell that St. Lucian that when you become Prime Minister, you are the first person you are going to victimize. Your own member in your own party. And who then will escape victimization from Alan Shaste? The people of Soufrière know they tested it when he became the Minister of Tourism. And my point to you, John, is this: you must love people, even if the people are your enemies. Always be guided by the love that you have for people. We as a party will never ever preach that kind of message to our supporters. And then, as I listened tonight, I remember I heard Invader like you did. And what an extraordinary song to open the Calypso season. A fantastic song from Invader. I love Invader, you know that. I admire Invader, you know that. I can spend my entire day dancing to Invader, you know that. The man is a master of his craft. They don't have like Invader. But I come into Ashanti, my beloved Ashanti, I come in. How was Invader tonight? Reminding you that Alan Shaste said to the people of St. Lucia, he said so at a convention, that if the United Workers' Party is elected to office, then St. Lucians will not require visas to the United States. What I want you to do tonight is to just take that and think about it, because obviously we are not dealing with no ordinary individual in Alan Shaste. We are dealing with a man who is a danger to himself, to the public, to the country. That's what we are dealing with. How can you come to the people of St. Lucia, say to the people of St. Lucia that if you are elected, then you will not require a visa to go to the United States? Who is Alan Shaste that the United States government will waive visas for St. Lucians? But he's there to deceive you. And that is why, John, I say to you, hold on to principle, hold on to truth. But you know, never forget he's a chronic liar. There is nobody that Shaste is afraid of like J.D. Jean-Pierre. And this young lady, if Shaste can avoid taking a call from her, he will avoid it. Why? Because he was able to lie to the public of St. Lucia with such consummate ease that he even forgot himself and what he was saying. You remember that remarkable episode on radio when Alan Shaste was quoting certain prices for oil, and JD took him on and said that you said a special price. He then replied, I never said so. And then everybody played it back to hear exactly what he said. question for the people of St. Lucia, isn't that man a danger to himself, to the country? That's the question that must be asked. And there is something I will touch on tonight because I know it is bothering you. Alan Chastney and his gang. Whatever activity that they hold, somehow they cannot get the crowd, they cannot capture the imagination of their own supporters. What does Alan Chastney do? He decides he's going to have a meeting, and you notice what he does. Every time the Labour Party has a function, he deliberately has a function. He's a follower, you have it, Lookie. It's only followers who do that kind of foolishness. What does he do? To attract people, he says he is going to disclose the impacts report. That report on Operation Restore Confidence. I want tonight to ask you to consider whether Alan Chastney is a sane man. I want to ask you that. I want to ask you tonight whether any opposition leader who has an iota of responsibility, an iota of love for his country, whether a political leader who understands that the integrity of the country must prevail, whether that political leader should get hold of a report, a confidential report that has never been released. Take it, and make it public. I ask you whether it is responsible to disclose a report that contains the names of persons who gave information to investigators that allowed them to come to the conclusions that they did. I ask you whether it is responsible to put the lives of those persons in danger. That is why I ask you whether he's sane, whether he understands what he's doing. I don't understand it. Alan Chastney has 5 handlers, 5 consultants guiding him in this election. He has from Jamaica. He has 2 from Barbados. He has from Trinidad. He has from England. Well, you see where Haiti is concerned? I take in a back seat on that. But he has consultants from all of these countries. And why would you take a report and make a report public and tell the people of St. Lucia that you're going to expose a so-called truth? What truth is there to expose? The question that you have to ask is whether by releasing that report that Alan Chastney is not causing injury to the relationship between the United States and St. Lucia. And that's him. A sinister mind will stop at nothing because he desperately wants to win this election and wants to poison the minds of the people of this country. But opposition can make you go berserk. And you need to think, to reflect. Ask yourselves whether any responsible leader of the opposition would do what Alan Chastney has chosen to do today. Now, what is a court supposed to do? When you take a report like that, put it in the public domain so people can see what is in the report. Read what is in the report. Are you not prejudicing the minds of persons who might be potential jurors if there is any prosecution. Why are you doing it? This is the time when you're a leader of the opposition. You have to be bigger than cheap politics. Think of the country first. Think of the relationship between the country and the United States. You don't go about and damage a country that way. Why would you want, as I said, to endanger the lives of those who give evidence? Why would you want to compromise any future prosecutions? I say to you, judge him not only by his words, but by his deeds. And you have the deeds. A man who preaches discrimination, victimization, a man who lies brazenly, a man who puts the public trust in doubt, who sets up a situation deliberately to ensure an intended result. I say these things tonight to make the point that you watch when you go home this launching, how the Labour Party has handled this launching. You watch the UWP launching wherever it is at Grand Riviere. And I ask you to compare and contrast. Look at what happened here tonight. It was a flawless launching. We were together. We held hands. We supported John Charlery. We embraced him. We inducted him as a member of our family. We charged him to do certain things to keep the honor and integrity of the Labour Party. I am inviting you to watch the difference that we are together, we are family. We believe in you. We believe in St. Lucia. These are the differences. And you know, I want you to think about the future that lies ahead. As you leave me tonight, you leave us tonight, think of the things I've been telling you. Think of the fact that I want to liberate you from the payment of CXC fees to make sure that the poor of this country will not be burdened by those fees, so that we can complete the revolution we started in education. And there's more to come. I told you about my dream, my party dream, that highway I want to see constructed from Grosley to Dennery on the East Coast. But there's more to come. I told you, I want to make sure that once and for all, that no St. Lucian will be denied access to a hospital or a healthcare facility because of inability to pay. I will make sure this time around that our UHC finally comes to life. I want to do those things. And the young people with us here tonight, I want to give you strength. I want to give you courage. I want you to believe in the Labour Party. I want you to trust the people around you. Look at them. They have trusted this Labour Party over the years, and I want you to have faith and confidence in the trust that they have for the Labour Party. Jadia has been telling you all night that you stand the best chance with the Labour Party. She's been telling you that your confidence in the Labour Party is not misplaced. And we are on the hustings now. These are the opening rounds. And I want to tell you, the young people, at the right time I will share with you a program that the Labour Party intends to unveil to ensure that those of you who do not have the opportunity of access to university, you can get access with the Labour Party. I want to tell you about it. But tonight is not the night. Tonight, I want to whet your appetite. Because this is not the right night for the announcement. But what I want to do, young people, is to trust the words that issue from this platform. Why? Because whatever we have promised, we have delivered. We said laptops, you got it. We said 500, you got it. We said nice, you got it. And the list can go on. We said proud, you got it. You said we've changed the face of this country, rebuild the damage, we did it, you got it. So young people tonight, keep on following this Labour Party as we share with you our hopes, our dreams, our vision, our mission. I want you to believe that this is a party with a vision. This is a party that will offer this country stable government, respectful government, honorable government. And yes, yes, that magic word, progress. I am confident that I can talk about progress tonight. We took an economy that was on the rocks. We took an economy that everybody believed that we had no choice but to go to the IMF. We asked you for sacrifices. You were unhappy. But you know what? You believed in me. You believed in the Labour Party. And we have come through. Today, our country attracts admiration from others. They say, look at the example of St. Lucia and take courage from the people of St. Lucia. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, the members of the party. You have been with us through thick and thin. But now, you have a bigger responsibility. And tonight, I want to put it this way. Your job is to save this country. And I say without blemish, save this country from the monster that is in the United Workers' Party. Take care, God bless, and please get home safe. Thank you very much.